Emotional intelligence is the key to success. In this video, you will learn why emotional intelligence is important in the workplace. Then, difference between IQ and EQ, followed by 10 tips to improve your emotional intelligence. Let me begin my talk with Daniel Goleman's quote, author of Emotional Intelligence. Out of control, emotion can make smart people stupid. My topic is based on this quote. Out of control emotions can make smart people stupid. If you analyze above quote and relate to any IQ smart person you come across in your life, and if you happen to observe his behavior in high temperament, you will find truth in this statement. Friends, erring is human in the workplace. A person can learn a lot if he acknowledges his mistakes sincerely in life. Most of the smart IQ people do a lot of mistake knowingly or unknowingly in the workplace due to lack of emotional intelligence. But very few people learn from their mistakes. Before going into greater details about why emotional intelligence is important in the workplace, let us examine the key difference between intelligence quotient IQ and emotional intelligence quotient EQ. IQ's first application came in French psychologist Alfred Binet in 1905 test to assess school children in France. Whereas EQ's popular use came in Daniel Goleman's 1995 book, that's Emotional Intelligence, why it can matter more than IQ. IQ is an inborn ability or God's gift, whereas EQ is learned and improved abilities. IQ is an ability to learn, understand, and apply information to skills, logical reasoning, word comprehension, math skills, abstract and spatial thinking, filters irrelevant information. Whereas EQ will identify, evaluate, control and express your emotions, perceive and assess others' emotions, use emotions to facilitate thinking, understand emotional meanings. IQ ensures success with challenging tasks in research and development, data management, engineering and designing, etc. Whereas EQ is very much needed in project management, teamwork, leadership, successful customer relationship, service orientation and initiatives plus collaborative work. IQ person has an ability to think, refers to cognitive ability, whereas EQ person has an ability to feel, refers to as emotional competency. Further, Daniel Goleman argues 80% of career success attributes to the emotional intelligence. Another fact about the importance of the emotional intelligence is that Nobel Prize winning Israel-American psychologist Daniel Kahneman found that people would rather do business with a person they like and trust rather than someone they don't, even if that person is offering a better product at a lower price. The recent COVID-19 situation is the best example of global walkout from Chinese market due to lack of trust in China. Building trust in the minds of the people is more important than smart IQ in the workplace. Another important facts about the importance of emotional intelligence: the Carnegie Institute of Technology carried out research that showed 85% of our financial success was due to skills in human engineering, personality, and ability to communicate, negotiate, and lead. They found that only 15%, just 15% was due to technical ability. In other words, people skills are skills highly related to emotional intelligence were crucial skills. When we talk talk about emotional intelligence, most of the people perceive that emotional and emotional intelligence are same. Many people have lot of misconception about emotional intelligence. They think it is just a bunch of few emotions such as how to manage your happiness, how to manage your sadness, how to manage your depression, how to manage your anger. This is a very narrow understanding about emotional intelligence. Then, what is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence, it refers to the capability of a person to manage and control his or her emotions and to recognize and understand the emotions of others and to use this knowledge to foster their own success and the success of others as well. Here, I would like to compare and contrast with example what an emotional and emotional intelligence person do in a particular situation. Situation number 1. A person got bonus and his friend was asking $500. Imagine, a person got bonus and his friend is asking $500. Emotional person, what emotional person does and what emotional intelligence person used to do. Emotional person in this situation, out of joy, immediately he agrees and at the end of the day he tries to escape from his promise. Whereas emotional intelligence person, he thinks and he will tell, let me think a couple of days, then he will take or then he will have his final say. Situation number 2. To sell Visa cards or insurance policies. An emotional guy, how he sells Visa cards and what you call insurance policies. Emotional guy immediately rushes to the people in a random way at many points of sales like supermarkets or malls or offices and jump starts selling. Finally he gets disappointed. Whereas an emotional intelligence person build portfolio folder carefully with all forms needed, create emotional contact with the customer, creates needs, offer competitive terms, wait for an opportunity, follow up many times with convincing emotional talk and get succeeded in his sales. Another situation number 3, what an emotional guy and emotional intelligence guy used to do. Situation number 3, a person want to convey new ideas or new projects to the manager. Emotional person, what he does? Emotional guy, out of joy, immediately rushes to the office and try to convince without any homework, just a raw idea. When the manager disapproves, he gets disappointed. Whereas emotional intelligence person does good homework with facts and figures, wait for an opportunity, evaluate manager's emotions and shoots the idea or the projects at the right time in the right place and get it succeeded. So with this you can understand what is the difference between emotional and emotional intelligence. Why emotional intelligence is important in the workplace. Emotional intelligence in the workplace will consistently excel in leadership, teamwork, partnership and vision building because they will have insight on their own relationship with the staff, organization, directors, customers, competitors, networking contacts, so on and so forth. High emotional intelligence will also improve decision making abilities. Those who have a good understanding of themselves and around them are more likely to weigh all options in decision making, keeping an open mind and remove all irrelevant emotions from the decision making process. Again, high emotional intelligence makes your communication very effective because they value feelings of others. You know, the feelings is very much important in emotional intelligence. They value feelings of others. They used to build trust with verbal and non-verbal cues. And above all, they show sincere honesty with the audience. High emotional intelligence results in strong relationship. Emotionally intelligent people develop strong relationship as they recognize emotions of others appropriately and regulate their own emotions, which results in creating good relationship with co-workers, managers, family and friends. Well friends, based on my research, I have developed 10 strategies that will develop your emotional intelligence in the workplace. Let us proceed one by one. Number 1, check your ego at the door. There were many successful leaders in the past who worked hard for more than a decade or so and they become successful. Later, when they were egoistic, they could not manage their ego, their images were tarnished. History speaks volumes about their failed leaders. Just because their super ego, their reputation was tarnished. Number 2, do self-evaluation by scribbling on a piece of paper, pinpointing your past failures and analyzing each failure. You will be surprised to know that most of your failures were attributed to lack of emotional intelligence. Number 3, learn about stress management in the stressful situation. Most of the people lose their control on emotions as they could not work in a stressful situation. Number 4, practice and enjoy multitasking. Practicing multitasking lead to proper stress management at the workplace. Number 5, avoid snap judgment about other people without ample proof. Most of the wrong decisions are taken in society as well as in the workplace with snap judgment without recognizing the emotions of others and not evaluating your own emotions. Number 6, think from others' point of view and show selflessness. Thinking from others' point of view in workplace and society make you a hero of the time because you are showing one of the most ingredients of the emotional skills, that is empathy towards other people. Number 7, avoid flaming in email, blogs, Twitter account and other social accounts. Flaming leads to disappointment and give you a bad image in the society, thus tarnishing your own image. Number 8, practice adaptability. Adapt to your manager, peers, colleagues in the workplace and adapt to your parents, siblings, keeping aside all differences. Number 9, develop optimistic outlook, kill pessimism. Respect people, cultivate positive talks, use positive phrases, avoid negative talks and develop a sense of humor in the workplace. Number 10, take time to relax. Most of the mistakes are done emotionally by people if they hijack their own relaxed time. Take break in between big project, relax and start work again, have good sleep. The bottom line is that we should not underestimate either IQ or EQ. EQ complements IQ. We need to learn how to combine smartly IQ with EQ and vice versa, depending on the situation to succeed. Good luck. Please do subscribe to my channel for further videos on soft skills. Thank you.